to my channel. Today I have a first impression to do, and it's gonna be on this Wowder powder, and this is by the brand Glossier. It's my first time trying this brand altogether, so I'm really excited for this. So before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, my name is Sheila, and I usually upload videos Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button below and like this video, and I hope you come back to my channel. Let's talk a little bit about this product. The first thing I have to say is I really like this wrapping paper. I'm one of those people like can't stop popping these, so it's really annoying the fact that these don't even let me, but I love the fact that it's like pink. I feel like I'm gonna reuse this. Okay, so the package comes like this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. So when you open it up, it comes in like this little box right here, and then you can see that it's a circular little container. It's really very compact. It's like small, a little wide, but I feel like it can fit in a lot of places and a lot of different makeup bags, so I really like that because I hate the fact that, let me show you one by example. Just an example, you can see that the Chanel is like huge. I never know where to put this, like every time I'm traveling or something. Sometimes I just want to have a powder in my bag, and this is one of my favorite ones, and I can't even put it anywhere because it's just like so bulky and won't fit. So I like the fact that this is very compact. I don't know if you can see there the little logo, but I actually really like this logo. It reminds me of like pop art or stuff like that. The top is like pink, which I really like, and then on the bottom you can actually see the shade of the product. I bought this directly from their website. I don't know if you actually can get it anywhere else. This is just where I bought it. They have 3 shades which go from light to medium, and then there's dark deep, and then there's the darkest one that is rich. So I chose light to medium because this one didn't look as light. I feel like if you're a 01 shade or a very light skin, I don't think this is gonna fit you, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see, the color is almost like my skin color. I wasn't sure about that. I'm usually light to medium on almost everything, so that's why I chose this one. I was looking for something like this because I don't like baking in the morning, especially because I have dry skin. So I was looking for something that would just like set my forehead and my concealer just for the day, because I usually don't have any like oily skin trouble or anything, but I do like a very matte finish. And I know it's like weird to say because I have dry skin, and usually people that have dry skin prefer a dewy finish, but that's just my personal liking. I do like matte finishes. I feel like when I do look a little dewy, for me it's just like I feel like I feel greasy, and I just don't like it. So it was really weird to me that the lightest shade was so close to my skin color, since I'm like more to the medium side. So that's why I chose this one. I am hoping this would work. I mean, you never know. Okay, so it has like a powder consistency. You can see it there, but the website says it's not powder, it's Wowder. Wowder will cut shine, blur the appearance of your pores, set your makeup, and look like skin. Wowder won't leave a chalky film, cake into fine lines, flatten skin texture, or announce its presence in photographs. It's saying it has no flashback. In 3 sheer glowing adaptable shades, because no skin tone is HD white. Pair with the angelically soft water brush for all over a targeted application. Perfect size, perfect shape, perfect density for the optimal matte, not flat finish. So I did not get the brush just because I thought I could just use this with any other brush. I feel it's so useless. I feel like every product says you have to use with the brush that it brings, and sometimes I find myself disappointed because I usually like end up not liking those brushes, or they do nothing for me. So that's why I purchased this. Maybe one day I'll try the brush, but for now we're just gonna go ahead and try this one. So as I said, it comes in 3 shades. This is the lightest shade, and it retails for $22, and I believe the shipping wasn't too bad on that website. If you're wondering, I'm the kind of person like I would do my best to not pay $5 for shipping no matter what. No matter how much I want something, I will wait until I can get those $5 on a coupon or something. Okay, so it says key ingredients: diamond powder, kaolin clay, and vitamin E. It's hypoallergenic, dermatology tested, talc free, paraben free, fragrance free, vegan, and cruelty free. So it's really good, and I have to say that's a lot of claims for a little powder. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna apply some foundation and some concealer, and then we're gonna set our face with this. Alright guys, so hair is pushed back. We're gonna start by applying concealer, and this time I'm gonna be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. It comes in this little like tub like this, and I am using the shade 1.5. I decided to use this one because usually this concealer creases under my eyes, and because it is like very moisture and very creamy, I wanted to see, I feel like it was a perfect situation to really put this to the test. So I want to see if it really sets it, if it really doesn't crease, and I want to see all that stuff. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be applying is this primer by The Ordinary. This is the High Adherence Silicone Primer. I did try this in another video. I'm going to try to look for it and link it up top. But this is a very, very affordable product. I got this at Beautylish. I believe it's like $5 or something like that, and I really like it, so I've been trying it ever since. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this. As you can see, it's like almost like a lotion-y product. It's very thick. And it goes a long way too, like. Okay, so primer is on. I don't feel like I have to set it because it feels like it's already set. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to this concealer. I'm gonna be using this brush from Morphe, and this is the M224, my favorite brush for concealer. And I'm gonna be applying this. I'm just gonna like set it down right here. And then I'm just gonna be using a beauty sponge just to spread it out. I'm gonna try to move quickly because usually this starts to crease like right away. I'm gonna move the rest to my eyelids, to use it as like a base for my eyeshadow. Foundation, I'm going to be using the All Hours Matte Foundation, and I got this one originally on the shade BD50, and I did do a video first impression, but I ended up going back and getting BD45 just because the undertone just felt better with my skin tone. The BD50 made me look a little bit grayish, and I didn't like that, so this one definitely fits me best. I applied 2 pumps very far from my hand. I'm just going to go in. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's already starting to show my fine lines. My line's right under my eyes, and it's starting to crease a little. This powder is supposed to like soften up the lines and just smooth everything out, so we're gonna really see if this actually works. When you open it up, it has this little thing right here, like it's covering the product, preventing the product from coming out. And then when you lift that up, woof, that's a lot of products. Lift it up, the product actually comes through like this little thing right here, and it doesn't look like much comes out, but you can, woof, yeah, a lot comes out if you actually touch it. So it's very fine. It's actually, now that I am seeing it, it's not very light. It's actually, it is kind of light, but it's not as light as I thought it would be. So let me try to do like a little swatch of it. It's not as thin as a velvetizer. I do have that as well, but it's very thin. So that's the shade right there. So you can see it's light, but it's not too light. Like porcelain skin tone, something like that. This would probably not fit you. I feel like they should come out with a little bit more of a shade range, especially for lighter skin tones. So I was looking for brushes to use, and I came across this one, and I feel like this one is going to be the best one of all the ones I have. This is a Tapper Face F25 from Sigma. It looks like this. How to use: dip the water brush onto the trampoline mesh, swirl around the inner edge and lightly access. Buff into the skins, concentrating on the areas with unwanted shine. Sweep lightly all over the skin to set the makeup. So it's basically, I'm gonna just like be tapping. So like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit more. Oh, so when you touch this, the product actually comes out and adheres to the brush. I do have to say there's a little bit of kick up, but you can barely see it. Like I can barely see it. So I'm gonna start just tapping. Don't know if there's any left on my brush, but I do see it making a difference. If I zoom you in a little bit, can you see that this side has a little bit more shine than this shine? Let me see if I see any difference on my... So under my eyes, I can definitely still see the line. I can definitely still see my under eye circles, obviously, but this one looks a little bit more smoothed out than this side. Alright, so let's keep going. Tapping, and you can see how that comes out. Alright, so tapping under the eyes. I have to say, so far, I mean, it's doing a good job. I'm not saying it's not doing a good job, If I didn't have some of the powders that I do have, I would probably be more impressed. But so far, I don't see like the finish is something like you need this right now. Like, yes, it's a good powder, but would I go out of my way and spend $22 more every time I run out of this? Probably not. Okay, so there it is. I applied enough. I feel like I don't want to go too crazy with the powder. So let me just get off camera, finish up my makeup, and then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, I'm back. So my thoughts on the Wowder. So I do have to say, it did its job really nicely as a powder. I feel like it set my foundation really nicely. I do look very matte. I do have to say that. It looks very smooth. Everything I applied on top looks really nicely too. I did have a little bit of trouble on my bronzer, with my bronzer on both sides, which I've said before, I usually have trouble with my bronzer. I don't know if it's something with like my skin routine or maybe like the brushes I'm using, but I do have to figure out what is going on with my bronzers. I did have a little bit more trouble today though, and I did use my bronzer from the Tarte Clay palette that I use every day, so I'm not sure what happened there. Those are all the pros. Now the cons. I didn't feel like it smoothed out any of my under eye circles. I still can see all my lines. I did use a very creamy concealer that tends to crease, and that's why I did that, because I have some powders that usually doesn't happen with. Like I've used this concealer with the Chanel powder. I've used this concealer with the Velvetizer. Yeah, and with those two, it doesn't actually crease. Another one really good one is this Urban Decay Lock-it. This is absolutely amazing. I would actually rather use this one than my Chanel powder and my Velvetizer any day, and those are like my two favorites. I always have this on my purse. Like, I absolutely love this powder. I recommend it. I know it's a setting powder, and not everyone likes setting powders, but I actually recommend this one a lot. Okay, so with that said, I do have to try this Wowder powder with a lot more concealers, I feel like, because it could have been just a fail from like a mixture of these two products. Other than that, I really like it. I would not be returning it. I definitely want to try it more. But it didn't impress me as much as I thought it would impress me, especially for the hype that it's getting. And a lot of people are like, this is the best thing ever. I mean, it's very good. I am not taking anything away from this product, do not get me wrong. But it's not like over the top my favorite powder. I do not like bashing brands, I do not like bashing products, and honestly, I really like this product. I feel like the color was spot on, even though it's like light to medium. It's very close to my skin color, I feel like. I did like the application. I feel like the packaging is very cute. It's very easy to use. The thing is, like, as you press this, product comes out. So right now I just had it closed and you can see how much product is coming out. But I guess that happens with any loose powder, so that's something that I'm not going to complain about. I did not mention how much product comes in here. It says 0.25 ounces, and let me just do a comparison. This one has 1 fluid ounce, and it's double the price of this one. Velvetizer is 0.28 ounces, and as you can see, it's a little bit smaller and taller than this one. I do feel like it brings quite a lot of product, and I feel like it's a good price point to have for this powder. Like I said, I really liked it. I do have dry skin, so I can't say for oily skins if this is gonna work for you, but you should definitely try it. It's a different kind of powder that I feel like I haven't used before, because it's not like a loose powder that you can bake with, and it's not like a setting powder, like a normal setting powder. So I really like trying something new, especially something that I haven't seen before. I had not seen anything like this before, and I really liked it. I mean, now that I'm looking at my makeup, I feel like it looks really good. I did notice my foundation was rubbing off a little bit on my nose right here. So I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know if that happened before I said it or after, because I did talk for a little bit. Another thing I have to mention is that I'm seeing my foundation breaking up right here. It's not happening on the right side, but it's definitely breaking up here. That could be because of just my dry skin acting up. But other than that, yeah, I'm seeing like my fine lines on my eyes. Okay guys, so those are my final thoughts on this Wowder powder. I feel like I did like it. I definitely want to play with it a little bit more, but it didn't just blow my mind and was like, wow, I'm like dropping everything and going for this one all the time. Probably not. With that said, guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!